Welcome to today's Daily Word. Today is Daily Word number 614 as we make our way together through Scripture and how it works for us and how it applies to our lives and speaks to us. And I hope that at the end of every time together, you get a nugget or two about how it is you might live your life the best as Scripture tries to guide us and through these very powerful words that are handed down to us throughout the generations. So thanks for carving out some time to be with me this morning, this Tuesday morning. Thanks for carving out some time, spending some time, finding a way to be with me as we continue this conversation together through Scripture. So I chose the scripture for this morning because this is an amazing time of year. If you drive the roads that I drive, and most of you do, the harvest is going on at a frantic pace. And it's an amazing thing. And I marvel at the equipment. I don't get it all. I'm far from mechanically inclined. I don't get it all, how the corn head works and the bean head works and how it all gets separated. And I don't understand all that. But it's an amazing, fascinating thing. And so today's scripture, as we back up a little bit, kind of speaks about our reliance on God and on the earth and how it works. So from John 15, verse 5, we hear these words. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you abide in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Now, of course, the harvest that's taking place now is a result of what happens in the spring. Soil is tilled or not tilled these days, as folks use no-till. But behind these huge planters, corn and soybeans, especially around here, are drilled into the ground. The seeds go in. The farmer leaves the field with his or her big equipment and walks away. Now, I know that farmers go back and check. They take their knives and they might dig in the soil just to see if anything's happening. But essentially, they walk away. The rains come, the weather changes, the rains come, and suddenly it's this amazing thing that happens. This little plant begins to emerge from the ground. And it's cared for and tilled if it needs to be, and corn is side dressed, and attention is paid to this plant throughout all the season. But it really is, God who just in this amazing way provides growth. And beans come up and corn gets tall, and the ears and the pods are somehow filled. It's an amazing thing. Now that when we get to harvest, the benefits of trust and planting and hard work and rain and the attention to detail now pays off with these semi-trucks full of corn and soybeans. This picture of all of this is what attention looks like. The farmer who carries inside of him or her the keen awareness in the early spring of seeds hidden in the ground. And love and patience and waiting and maybe taking a knife and probing the ground to see if anything happens. Waiting for signs of germination and sprouts and shoots to happen. It's an amazing thing, this gift of farming and the growing of food. We remember, however, in this text, Jesus reminds us that we're not the farmers, we're the field. And the most groundbreaking thing about all of this is that for us, Jesus is the attentive one. He's profoundly aware of you and me and us together. And it's amazing when we then become aware of who Jesus is. And in that, in us, in you and me, the seed begins to sprout and to grow. And when we become attentive to who Jesus is for us, and the attentiveness of Jesus grows in us, it's then, that we shoot up and sprout and grow, and we find who God is for us. I don't think we can overstate it enough, that Jesus' awareness of us precedes our awareness of who Jesus is. We are known and loved by God, and God sees us before we even see who God is, and plants this seed deep inside of us. And it grows and it changes and it matures and it comes up in us in amazing ways. You see, God knows us, loved us before we were born. Sunday, I'm going to baptize my two youngest grandchildren, Harper and Bennett. What an amazing gift that is for me personally, this amazing gift. And I'm reminded of these two little people, now a part of the group of 5 little people who I call my grandchildren, that deep inside of them now is the seed that's been planted. It's been planted by God. It's been planted by me. It's been planted by all of you who will witness and celebrate this sacrament. It's this outward and visible sign of this inward and invisible grace, the seed that's planted. It's as if God, is bending down and probing the furrows of our hearts and finding where that little sprout is beginning to grow and mature and about to break the soil. And I've been in ministry a long time, and I've always hoped, that someday, when I leave my legacy behind, that's what will have happened, that somewhere, because of God, because of who Jesus is, because of their work in me and their work in you, that we'll look back on our life together and we'll see where seeds have been planted. Tomorrow night I'll meet with my confirmation group, and that's what I really want to do with them. I can't pour all this information in their head, all this church history and all this. I just can't. I won't. I refuse. What I plan to do, hope to do, strive to do, is to plant a seed and to watch it grow. And that's so important. And that's who God is for us. That's how Jesus reminds us in this text. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you abide in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. But apart from me, Jesus says, you can do nothing. That's why I love the church. That's why I love worshiping together. That's why I love finding common ground and planting seeds, because it's then, that we abide and grow. So that's our word for today, this daily word for this Tuesday. I hope it feeds a bit and a part of you as we live our lives together. So know of this great gardener in your life who continues to plant seeds, and of God's love and my love for you. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Have a great day.